Hi, my name is Malky Horowitz. I hope you benefit from my presentation on the acceptable use policy. What is an acceptable use policy? This is actually a teaching tool for faculty and students to understand safe use of digital devices. No matter how many safeguards are in place, the more one knows and understands, the more careful one will be. Second, school districts without an acceptable use policy could find themselves subject to lawsuits and therefore must take precautions to protect itself, its staff, and its students. What are characteristics of a well-written AUP? Clear and concise language, which replaces a laundry list of negative actions. To understand acceptable use policy, or AUP, we first have to understand digital citizenship. An example of authentic conversation will enable your students to process a scenario and understand the things we do online should be the same as what we would do in person, because every action has a reaction. Along the same lines, we need to reinforce the concept that there are consequences to what we post. A good example I always give: would I be okay if my grandmother saw it? It's pretty straightforward. This slide presents the concept of a digital footprint. What we post will be around for years to come. Think of a pillow full of feathers. Cut open the pillow and the feathers scatter. You may be able to collect most of them, but probably won't be able to get them all back. This site has activities for teachers, students, and parents to earn their own digital driver's license. Teachers can track their students' progress. Research supporting the use of acceptable use policy can be found in the Journal of Digital Forensics, Security and Law. The paper references the negative impact of a laundry list of prohibitions and the positive attributes of AUP. Now I'm going to tell you about key elements, what I like and disliked in the AUPs I reviewed. The Atlanta Public Schools AUP states the use of digital devices is a privilege and the obligations and responsibilities. If we teach digital etiquette and digital citizenship beginning in the lower grades, we could eradicate this problem, in my opinion, by the time they are in high school. I found this AUP intimidating. The school, while stating the qualifications of supervising staff, accepts no responsibility for what students access or engage in while under their supervision. Parents who are not present are held accountable for their child's activities. The DeKalb County Public Schools AUP for staff is extensive and informs parents of the reasons behind the policy. Educating parents is one more step to working together to keep these children safe. Personally, I would have placed links alongside corresponding policy regulations. Also, when there's too much information, people tend to stop reading. I would suggest using graphics to break up the text. The AUP does not couch the language regarding consequences. There is no privacy when using digital devices on a school campus, and illegal activity will be reported and prosecuted. An activity I would use in my classroom to engage in an authentic learning experience would be to have students research a topic from the 9 elements of digital citizenship in small groups. Then they will prepare a project and share their presentation with our class. Now, seize the day.